Hello, my name is Mary and welcome to the Boss Business Class. So this is an informal business school that you can attend. Yeah, just make sure you follow up with our videos as we bring them on. And if you have questions about your business and you want to ask, feel free to ask me. All right, let's now go on to the very first topic, and it's a question. How much of a king is your customer? That's one statement you will hear always. In fact, you might even get tired of hearing customer is king, customer is king. But the question now is, how much of a king is your customer? In actual sense, your customer is a king, because what's the business without customers? You need these customers to survive. The more customers you have, the better the business. Yeah, so you need your customers for your business to thrive. You need your customers for your business to expand. You need your customers for your business to continue to have money. So with an affirmative yes, your customer is king. But now let me remind you as a young business person, because some of you have so carried the customer is king mantra that you begin to perish inside of your own business. Now your customer is king. You can't do business without customers, but you are the king maker. There is a king, the customer. There is a king maker, who is you. Now there is also another king, but we'll talk about that other king in another topic. But for today, let's focus on you and your customer. So for your customers, you have to treat them like kings. Yeah, they are kings, and you have to treat them specially. Now, there is no king that is bigger than the other. Like, a king is a king. Yes, we have first class kings, second class kings. But in business, do not make that distinction very obvious, that I'm treating you much more special than the other. Treat every customer equally and make them feel important. Make them know they are important. The other part is that you do not command. I see some people making sales speech and they are like, do this or this. Do this or hello, you're talking to your customer. You know, sometimes it's not always about what the customer is buying from you. It's how you make them feel when they are buying these things from you. That's how you generate or build brand loyalty. So in case you're in the habit of always warning your customer, that's something that happens with more of small businesses. See, if you're a small business owner, study bigger businesses and stop falling for these cheap things we see online. Buy now or... So stop commanding. You are actually appealing to their taste. You are appealing, do more of emotional selling instead of commanding. And I guess you're somebody's customer. Just imagine your customer commanding you. No, that's not a way to sell. If he's a king, you don't command the king. If we all agree that the customer is king, you don't command. Yeah. And as a king maker, your own is to make sure that everybody is okay, everybody is satisfied. You make your customers' life easier. You make their lives easier. You know, I see some young businesses, they want to sell. They are trying to tell you, buy from me so that hunger no go kill me. Buy from me so that I can do this. Hello? Now, understand that your customer is actually not buying from you to solve your problem. Your customer is buying from you to solve their problem. Your job is to make their life easier. You are serving them. They are not serving you. So do not come up with the mentality of your customer is supposed to help you. No, that's a wrong strategy. In case you have that mindset, begin to disabuse your mind from that. Your job is to make their life easier with whatever it is you're offering. If it's not solving any problem for them, you're not getting their money, period. You can also decide to let your customers choose. If the customer is king, they have a choice. Yes, you don't force things down their throats. Now, one way of gaining customer loyalty is getting them involved in some sort of decision. For instance, if you offer products, if you sell products, you can ask them how they want it. That's why for some big brands, they have variations. Yeah. In the process where you are planning a product or you're planning to improve some things, it will just help you a lot if you consider the customers, like you get feedbacks from them. How would you want this? How would that? Just do a poll and know how many customers want this and how many. That gives you an idea of what you should do. But then again, you should not be executing every idea a customer comes with. Remember, the customer is the king. You are the kingmaker. You should not be executing every idea they come with. But you know exactly what you have set out to achieve. All of this may not be in the open. So when customers are making suggestions, you know whether it's possible or not. The one part that is very important, especially for young businesses, is that you can dethrone a king. Yes. Now, most times people don't talk about these things. We just say, customer is king, customer is king. How about a king that is harassing you? How about a king that is not letting you to have peace? How about a king that is undermining your business? Because some customers feel that because customer is right, customer is always right, customer is king, whatever I demand must be done that's the way I've demanded it. No, you don't. You don't give the customer the opportunity to undermine your business, because that's not actually a good customer. Yeah, there are customers that are okay for your business, and there are customers you need to sieve out. If your customer is becoming a thorn in your flesh, it will not be a bad thing to let that customer go for your sanity, for the business. Yeah. Now, I know some people will say, well, what if I send the customer away and I don't get enough business? That's why you have to learn how to acquire new customers on a regular basis and still balance it by attending to the old ones well. You get? We're still going to talk about customer acquisition, retention of customers. We're going to talk about a lot of things on this Boss Business Class. Just make sure that you're following. The money every business needs, that money you're looking for, is in the hands of your customers, and they will not spend it just because you want them to. They will spend it because you're satisfying them. If you don't satisfy them, they take it to the next person who is satisfying them. Yeah, but in the end, the relationship between you, the business owner, and your customer, which is a king of the business, should be mutual, where there is respect for each other. You have respect for your customer has respect for you. For instance, you do not walk into an office and you're shouting at everybody simply because you're a customer, so you can just rain down the whole place. So most times, switch up your position, that if I were to be a customer, how would I react in a situation like this? That will give you the best way to deal with your customer. Finally, your customer is king, and you need them to run your business. Just serve your kings very well, and you'll be in business for as long as possible. My name is still Boss May, and we will be talking about businesses in our next edition. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the notification button so that you know when the next video drops, and get your notes ready, because this is a class. You should have your notes ready. I'll see you in the next class.